It's Renee. It's Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. So we'll give a few people some time to join in before we get started. I'm super excited about tonight's live. I'm actually excited about all of them, but some of them make me more excited just because I'm sharing really good information. So I'll wait for you guys to join in. Hey, Greg, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Kevin, thanks for joining. We are going to get started momentarily. I have some great information to share tonight. We're going to be talking about social media. Hey, Angela, over here on Instagram. Thanks for joining. So tell me, so today is Tuesday. What you guys do over the weekend? Anything exciting? Anything fun? Hey, Carl and Franklin, thank you guys for joining. We'll be getting started momentarily. So type in what you guys did over the weekend. We went to see the Harriet Tubman. We went to her museum, and then we also went to the Underground Railroad exhibit that's over on the Eastern Shore. And it was really nice. Hey, Lisa, thanks for joining. We had such a great time. It's about a 2-hour ride up, and it's out in the middle of nowhere on the Eastern Shore. And we took a group of our Ascend kids for AKA, and they had a good time as well. But we actually got to walk the grounds where Harriet Tubman would free slaves and the path and the trail that she would bring them through. And when I was walking through the grounds, the hairs on my arm stood up. Like, it was almost like I could feel her spirit and just imagine what our ancestors were going through as they were, trying to escape to freedom. And they were talking about how far initially she had to take people, and then when she moved to Canada, how much longer that trip was and the trek that they had to take. I was thinking, oh gosh, first it was 90 miles. Sometimes I'm like, once you drive 90 miles, that's far. And then when she moved to Canada, it was 500 miles. So just imagine. So it was a really good experience. So I was excited, and the kids enjoyed it. And I do want to go back because our bus broke down. Our bus broke down, so put us a little bit behind, but he got the bus started. It was, maybe we had to wait a little bit, but it was okay. It was all good. We got back safely, so not complaining. But you should have seen us. We had our hands up on the bus praying. And I was like, all right, Harriet Tubman, I need you to channel your spirit and help us get this bus started. But anywho, so let's get started. It's 9:04, and I have a lot to go over tonight to get done. I have a meeting at like 9:35 tonight, so I wanted to get through some of this. If you guys have some questions. So for those of you that don't know me, but I think most of you on here already know me, I'm Renee Butler. I'm the Life Over Coach. I am a speaker and award-winning business owner, a biz builder, and a certified project manager. I show you how to organize and prioritize your life, and I teach you how to monetize your business ideas and products. So simply put, I teach you how to get your life and get your money. So happy Tuesday, happy date night with me. So tonight's R&Rs. If this is your first time joining, drop your name and where you are from. Give me a like or a follow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, and Snapchat. I am everywhere that you guys are. And I wanted to finally announce the Biz Building Workshop. We're going to be holding that July 27th through 29th. So that's 20 plus hours of hands-on one-on-one training. We'll be working while training. So this is not like a seminar. It's not a conference. It is hands-on. Bring your laptops. If you've got any kind of business idea or an existing business that you need help with, this workshop is for you. We're going to create your brand, build your websites, do your product stores, build out your products, price your products, target your audience, market, and then we're going to make some money. So if you're interested, put a 5 in the comment box. I'll grab it even if you don't watch this until later. And you can call me or DM me. So registration is going to open up next week. All right, let's get into content for tonight. So I wanted to chat about social media and the relationship that you have with social media. If you're watching me, clearly you are somewhat familiar with social media, whether you are an occasional user, an avid user, or a super user. Social media has a place in our lives, from etiquette to features, or even using social media to monetize your business. I know some of you out there are using social media, making lots of money, which is a great thing, right? We all want to make money. So I do that as well. I love social media. But I think it's important to remember that there's a fine line between social media, the virtual world, in comparison to your personal and your work relationships outside of social media. So I wanted to take some time to look at some social media etiquette to keep you grounded and keep you guys on the right track and not get too caught up in social media. So for personal use, whether you use it every day, you use it every other month, here's some things I want you guys to keep in mind. Your social media footprint is permanent. Everything is permanent that you put out there. So don't post anything that you wouldn't want a future employer or boss or client to see. Anything that may negatively impact you. You know, sometimes you hear people say, oh, go and clean up your social media. Yes, clean it all up if you can. But some things that you post are permanent. Every employer now, including me, goes and sifts through your social media to see what you're talking about, you know, what kind of posts you do, what kind of person you are. And we use that information to make decisions. So be mindful of what you post. Make sure it's purposeful. You want, you know, what's the message that you want your audience to gain from that? And then, oh, I forgot to talk about screenshots. Oh my goodness. Think about all the screenshots folks get. And then you see those circulating around. Hey, Mark, thanks for joining. The second one is really more towards anti-bullying, is do no harm. And I know it's a creed that most doctors use, but you never know what can positively or negatively impact someone. So be careful what you post, especially when you're responding to comments and it could be a heated discussion. Just be mindful of what you're saying to other people and limit your keyboard gangster and all that e-thugging I see some of y'all out here doing, because it could come back to bite you if you ever happen to meet someone face to face. I have a good friend. I'm not going to call her name out, but she'll know who she is. She always says, make sure you bring all that keyboard vigor with you when I see you in person. So that's why I say, you know, be mindful of what you guys are out there saying and doing on social media. This is a big one for me that sometimes I have to remind, you know, my friends, my child, her friends, even my clients. What you see is what you see. Don't compare your life to other people's and what they're posting on social media. I don't care how great someone's life appears that it may be. You are seeing what they want you to see. And everyone has a life outside of social media. Even those of us that use it for business, we still have a life outside of social media. So don't get caught up in the hype. Your life is just as great as someone else's, whether you're posting it or not. You know, and if someone's doing something that you really have a genuine interest in doing, then just do it. But, you know, not everyone is interested in posting their entire life and everything they do on social media. So keep that in mind. Hey, Pep, thanks for joining. And add hounded dog, a hounded dog? I don't know. Tell me your real name. All right. This is another one. Use screen names that represent you. That's how people are always going to relate to you. That's how they're going to treat you. That's how they're going to interact with you. So if your screen name is Nancy Big Booty Judy Smith, you are most likely going to attract a lot of men who are interested in women with large derrieres, right? So think about your screen names that you're using and what you're doing with your social media platform. You know, if you're just Nancy Smith, obviously people are going to approach you in a more respectable manner. All right, friend requests. This is another big one. You don't have to accept everybody's friend request. I know most people in my circle, we don't. If I don't really know you or you're not a potential client, I'm not accepting your friend request. Like, we got to have a ton of friends in common before I'm accepting friend requests. Um, and don't be offended if you send somebody a friend request and they don't accept it. Just move on. It's social media. You guys will get over it, right? All right, checking in and tagging people. This is a big one for me, and I know some of the people in my circle. Before you tag or check somebody into a location with you, make sure they want you to. I think it's a little rude. Not everyone is as eager to let others know exactly where they are or where they've been. All right. Avoid oversharing. It's the quickest way to lose friends or followers. We don't need to know what you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day or your every move. If that's not your business that you are doing, we don't need to know all of your moves. Your social media presence is a big part of your personal brand and who you are. So yes, you want it to be interesting, you want it to be engaging, and you want it to be a representation of your best characteristics. Know your platform. While they're all are, broadly similar, understand where you're posting and stay current on all the features and best practices. I I love Facebook and Instagram. They've got really, really great features. I'm still learning Snapchat. That's what the kids use, and I don't get it because it's quick, it's easy. Oh, on Snapchat, everything does not stay permanently. So that's the other thing, too. All right. Use self-respectable humor. What's funny to you may not be funny to someone else. Yes, I know it's your page, it's your page, it's your page. If people don't want to see it, they can move on. Yes, they can. But be mindful that, most messages spread like wildfire on social media. So choose your words, your pictures, and your videos wisely before sharing. And then engage regularly, especially if you are trying to build a business. Your social media brand, it takes work. It takes a lot of work. It should be treated like a job. So you should be producing and sharing content every day, engaging on posts and in groups. So going in and chatting with people and getting to know people, especially if you're building a brand. People should get to know either who you are personally or what your brand name is so that they can recognize that brand as time moves on. So make sure, you guys are out there, doing posts and stuff. I typically try to make sure I have at least 3 posts a day on every platform. Sometimes I get in more, just depends. But they have tools that you can actually schedule your posts. And I'm noticing even in some groups now, you can go ahead and put your posts in there, and then you can schedule the date and time that you want them to show up. So that's a good thing. All right, for business, this is a good part here. For those of you out here trying to make some money on social media. You are likely either an influencer or some type of online or e-commerce company using social media to grow your audience, and you're trying to grow your brand as well as attract new customers. So consider these tips. 1, have separate accounts. You should not be posting all of your business content from your personal page. So create a business account that you can use. I know that social media is shutting down Facebook is shutting down some personal pages that people are using to promote their business stuff. So just be mindful. Make sure you've got a business account too that you're posting on. So you can post it on your business account and then share it to your personal page. All right, know your audience. So do your research so that you better understand the audience you're appealing to, selling to, and ultimately want to engage. Facebook has some great tools for you to learn who your audience is via Audience Insights. If you've never used that, you can hit me in my inbox. We can talk about it. But you can take a look at the millions and millions of users that are on Facebook and what their likes are, what their interests are, where they shop, what they do, what their age ranges are, where they live all over the world. It's pretty amazing. Number 3 is listen. So listen to what people are talking about. What topics most engage your audience, find out what shows they watch, what news excites them, what makes them laugh, what makes them buy. And there's a old adage that says you sell by listening. So listen to what your viewers are interested in as well as your buyers. All right, this is a new one for me that I'm learning that really helps social media, especially Facebook and Instagram, show more people your content when you respond to comments as quickly as possible. So some people use automation so that when someone pops into, let's say, their business account in their DM, you'll get a quick response that says, "Oh, hey, thanks, thanks for reaching out to the Life Over Coach. You know, let me know what you're interested in or how I can help you." But you don't want to over automate, because you don't want you don't want your account to seem like it's like robotish. You really want people to want to do business with you because you are taking time out to let them know that you care enough to at least respond to them and to really get to know their needs. So just be mindful of that. A lot of people have automation set up where, you type one thing, it sends you something. You type something else, it sends you something else. It's all great, especially, let's say you've got, millions and millions of followers like on Instagram. But you can also get into a thing where Facebook realizes that it's a robot, and they'll shut your account down temporarily. So just be careful about that. Number 5, don't talk negatively about other brands. We don't want you guys out there gossiping. You shouldn't be doing it in your personal life nor your business life, because that's your money. That's the money that you're making. And as a matter of fact, you really should be friends with and or following other brands that are similar to yours. You might learn a few things, build some solid relationships, as well as growing your own brand and your own business, because it's most likely that those audiences are the same audiences that would buy from you as well. So you want to be nice to your competition. All right, this is a good one. To follow or not to follow? That's the question. Are you guys listening? Because I want you guys to really understand that the number of followers that someone has does not translate into how much money they make. And it's not an indication of one's level of success either. So some people think, oh, they've got, 20,000 followers. They are killing it. No, I know a lot of people who got millions of followers and don't make much money at all. I know people who have small amounts of followers who are out here killing the game. So don't let that deter you when you're starting your business or, trying to make money using social media. Now, yes, the more followers you have, the more potential you have to make money. But if you understand how to use social media and all of their targeting and marketing that they have behind the scenes, you'll still make money anyway, because you'll know how to reach the people who are actually going to buy your product. So, all right. But that information is a paid class. All right. You also want to follow accounts that have valuable content, and make sure like it's content that you would even consider sharing, or accounts that you would consider doing like a paid or a sponsored post with. Because, their people are your people too. So you don't have to go out here and get on Instagram and Facebook and follow every single page that either follows you, or you're just like, oh, I'm just going to follow them. Because people look at you and they look at what you follow and what your likes are. So you want to make sure that you are really representing your brand wisely. So don't go out here following all these little, hot mamas and triple X this and all, because I've seen accounts. You go down the list, you look at what they follow, especially if it's a man that owns the account, and it's a whole bunch of rated X and rated R type sites. So just be mindful when you guys are picking who you want to follow. All right, choose your hashtags and your keywords wisely. Facebook and Instagram recommend using 5 to 7 hashtags now. So don't over hashtag your posts, because it makes it look like you're not clear who your audience is and what message you're trying to send to them, because you're tagging like everybody in the world. You've got like 50 tags. That's not productive. That's not what you guys want to do. So if you're going to use a hashtag in your post, really think about the audience that your message is appealing to, and focus on them and them only. In this case, less is more, because then Facebook and Instagram will show your particular post to more people that are in that audience. Okay, if that makes sense. All right. And this is my last one for tonight. I actually got through all of this pretty quickly. You guys, well, it hasn't been a lot of you on here tonight, but you guys are quiet, the ones that have chimed in. So content is cash. Be mindful of your messaging and the content that you push on social media. If you have products, you want to generate content that attracts your audience and it helps them to make buying decisions. As you are creating or curating content, give credit where credit is due. You can share user-generated content. That's the quickest way for you to provide your audience with consistent, new and engaging posts. But remember, make sure that you are giving credit to the person who actually created that content. We all curate content where, you might search a couple different sites or something and you might decide to post about something. That's just the nature of social media and the internet. It's so much information out here that everyone can use. All right. That's all I have for tonight. It is 9:21. We've got 4 minutes. I wanted to go back real quick and just talk about, for some of you who may have joined late, I wanted to talk quickly again about the Biz Building Workshop. So if you are interested in my live training that we are going to do hands-on, one-on-one, I'm going to be right there with you. We're going to be building your businesses. It is going to be July 27th through 29th. It's going to be in Maryland. It'll be 20 plus hours of one-on-one training. We are going to be working while we train. So everyone has to bring their laptops. If you've got a business idea or an existing business that you need help with, this is the workshop that you definitely want to attend. We're going to create your brands. We're going to build your websites. We're going to build out your product stores. I'm going to show you how to load all your products in your product store. I'm going to teach you how to price your products, the strategies that we use. I'm going to show you how to target your audience. So we're going to find the people that are going to buy your products. And then we're going to market your products. And then we're going to help you make some money. So that's what this workshop is. It's 2.5 days. It'll be half day Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. So it'll be 20 hours. We'll probably end up working more because I'm going to make sure everyone is up and running. And some people may be a little further along than others, but it'll be myself and my assistant. And we will be there to help you guys get your websites done, get all of your products done. We'll teach you how to name your products, how to do your product descriptions, how to price your products, whether you are doing an online store or a brick and mortar location, we'll work with you. So those of you that are interested, I'm going to open registration next week. I'll start advertising for that. I have a few names listed. I've got about 7 names of people who said they were interested. So I'm going to start reaching out to you guys one-on-one to talk to you about it, because I really do want you guys to come prepared. If you have a business name, I want you guys to register that before you come to the class, because we are going to be working. And I want you guys to be as ahead of the game as you possibly can. So again, the Biz Builder workshop that I'm going to be doing, it will be July 27th through July 29th. If you are interested, put a 5 in the comments. I will reach out to you and we will start making money for you guys. So like I said, I'll start advertising for registration starting next week, and it's going to be in Maryland. All right, guys, if there are no questions, I will hold on just a second to see if you guys have any questions. But if there are no questions, I'm going to give you guys your time back, and I appreciate you guys spending your Tuesday night with me. Thank you so much. All right. I don't see any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and exit out for the night. You guys have a good night. Bye.